Good afternoon, Hoboken. Welcome to week 3 of Namaste with Dr. A. This is for all the parents, the caregivers, the guardians, the loved ones of our entire Hoboken school community. First and foremost, job well done. And let's talk about well done. Well done doesn't mean every single assignment is finished and everyone's on a beautiful color-coded schedule and no one's arguing. Job well done means you found a little bit of joy today. You kept your children alive. And right now, you're working through accepting that this is the new normal. That is a job well done. So along those lines, a lot of people are starting to tell me that they're feeling really uncertain as to what's to come next. Our remote learning was extended. We are home longer than we thought. We're hearing talk of April 30th, and we want to know, when will it end? What will happen? And there's all these questions about the future. Today in Namaste with Dr. A, I want to bring you back to the here and now. It's really, really challenging not to jump ahead of ourselves or to fall into a funk and think, the last couple of days I haven't gotten out of my sweats. It's been 2 days since I showered. I get it. And for the sake of this particular video, we're going to let those thoughts be where they are without changing them, but to settle into the moment we're in. Find a comfortable seat, sit up tall, close your eyes, and we're going to start out with a quotation to set the tone for the present moment. So breathing for presence is what we're talking about today. So with your eyes closed, hand on your heart, slowing down your breath, in through the nose like you're smelling a flower. Exhale the mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle. And if that is the only thing you do today that's for yourself, it's good enough. It's powerful. So keep breathing with your hand on your heart. I will read you something by Rumi called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So as we welcome in the sensations and breath and emotions of today, we're going to add to this a mindful movement to become comfortable, or at least accepting, even in the uncomfortable. So coming to the top of your mat or towel, or space in your home, we're going to start with a sun salutation. Tadasana, legs strong, arms strong, fingertips like beams are shooting out, shoulders rolled up, back and down. Inhaling, top of the mat. Arms extended with a micro bend in your back. Exhale, fold below to either touch the floor, your shins, or your thighs. Release a little further. Inhale, halfway lift with a half flat back. Release your hands onto the floor. Send one foot back. Pause. Feel the sensation in your hips, some lubricating of the joints. Other foot joins the back foot. So I have a tendency to curl my back like a cat. It's important to hug in my shoulder blades, bring them down my back, engage my core. This may be uncomfortable. We're holding our plank for a moment longer. Just like Rumi in the guest house, invite in the discomfort, sit with it, and release down. 2 options: drop your knees, release your chest through your hands, or as one solid piece, lower all the way down. Keeping your hands one on each side of your rib cage, Lift your shoulders, extend your head forward, lengthen your neck for Cobra, or pushing the top of your feet down onto the floor, lift all the way up, including your legs, gazing upward for upward facing dog. Release your knees, sit back towards your heels, downward dog. Left leg up, either step all the way through, or if that's challenging, walk your feet towards your hands. Rise back up, release. Going through our sun salutation one more time. Take notice of what modifications worked for you and keep using them. Do what's best for your body in this moment. Starting again, Tadasana. Inhale, arms extended, heart open. Exhale, swan dive forward. Release your head and neck. Rise to a half lift with a flat back. Release your hands on either side of your feet. Send the other foot back. Pause. Both feet meet each other in plank. Our wrists are underneath our shoulders. Our abs are engaged. And we notice we might be uncomfortable. Maybe we're shaking. Maybe our stomach is feeling tight. Maybe we're thinking, when is this over? Totally normal. Sit with it. Release your knees, or keep them extended, but lower to the floor. Untuck your toes. Cobra, which means hands on either side of your rib cage, elbows snugly sucked into your ribs, look straight ahead, or raise your chest up and through your arms, from your toes to your shoulders, everything's off the floor. Release your knees. Sit back towards your feet. Downward dog. Right foot raises. Either steps all the way through, or perhaps it needs a little bit of help. So you walk towards your hands. Inhale, flat back, look straight ahead. Exhale, release. Inhale, all the way up. We're going to practice two poses, both of which are going to be an exercise of accepting some awkwardness, some discomfort, feelings that maybe we don't want in the moment, sensations we're not into, but having to sit with them for a moment. Just like the uncertainty of, when is this pandemic over? What's going to happen next? Am I going to survive as a parent in this house because my kids are driving me nuts? All those questions are future. The present is, where is my body? Where is my breath? How am I feeling? Happy, mad, sad, terrified? And letting those guests into your guest house without shooing them away. So let's try two poses and just sit with it and see what comes up for you. So the first one is called chair pose. Our feet are directly beneath our hips, hip width distance apart. We sit down as if we're on a chair. From the chair, look down, see if you can see your toes past your knees. If you can, great. If you're way over your knees, bring them back. Sit down a little deeper. Keep it a straight posture. Inhale, hands up and above your head. Instead of our shoulders up, bring them down. Hands shoot straight up. And it's literally called awkward pose. Chair pose is awkward. It's like you're holding a beach ball between your hands and between your knees. Release. Showing you again from the front. Squatting back behind yourself, tilting your weight into your heels, making sure your knees don't go beyond your toes. Chair pose. Holding it, like I personally feel a burn in my thighs, but I'm accepting that's my feeling. It's not gonna be forever. That's me right now. And release. Lastly, pouring your weight into one leg. Same chair pose feeling in the leg. Hands to your hips. If at any point you feel it's unsafe or you tumble out of a pose, come back to chair. With one strong leg, raise the other. Maybe this is where you stop. Maybe you cross over. Maybe this is where you stop. Maybe you tuck your toes behind the first leg. Maybe you're at a T, crossing over, wrapping the left elbow beneath the right and the right hand above the left, and squeeze sitting down. Release, shake it out, pouring weight into the right leg. Left leg is raised. Sit down like you're in chair again. This is okay to stop here, or cross over, and that's okay to stop here too. Every side is different. Or if you have a little more flexibility, tuck this toe up and around your calf or ankle. T, right elbow beneath, raise up your arms, hook the inner palms, stretch out your back. Breathe into the awkwardness of it all. Breathe into the uncertain wobbliness. Accept it. You may fall, you may get back up. Unravel, release. Shake it out. Last but not least, sitting on the floor, take your right ankle, place it over your left knee, sit on your back, pull your arms through, and hug that leg towards you. Feeling a stretch on your bent leg from your hip all the way to your knee. Release, windshield wipe left and right. Left leg straight, then bent, ankle over knee, lift up, arms through, one's through the hole, one's on the outside, pull in your leg, have your elbow on your inner thigh of your left leg, stretching out from the hip to your knee. Release, wipe side to side, and give your whole body a stretch in either direction. Coming back, rolling up, propping up to a seated position, taking your hands to your heart, acknowledging we only have today, we only know today. We're going to acknowledge we're doing the best we can, putting one foot in front of the other, sitting in whatever comes up for us today, and moving on. From my heart and home to yours, Namaste.